Why Ken Carson's More Chaos flopped? Let's peep it.
Over the past year, Ken Carson has helped carry
Yeah, I
Cardi's
made it
opening
out of
label
hood and
and
made
has
a
proved
video.
himself as an artist in the current era of hip-hop, and has grown significantly since his release of his third album, A Great Chaos, which is now certified platinum.
Well
And Ken
deserved.
has recently released a sequel to that album titled More Chaos earlier this year, which is his first #1 album. But
Oh really? Wait, AGC didn't get #1?
unfortunately, there are many
That would have
setbacks in
been
this
would
album
have been
compared
AGC.
to AGC, which will be explained in a bit.
More Chaos did not flop. I peeped the numbers like yesterday or today. I'm not gonna lie, the numbers are hella weird. Cause if you go on Spotify, he's got 5, 9, 7, 5, 5, 6, 10, 9, 6, 7, 6, 7. Oh my god. 10 mil, 7, 8. I mean, he's caught some like Black Rockstar, Trap Jump. I guess that's kind of it. But like the numbers aren't that crazy, or at least what I thought or expected for Ken, to be quite honest. Right? Would you say these numbers are a little bit low for Ken Mafia? I think they are.
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
are.
But for the title, I wasn't referring. Yeah, for the title, I wasn't referring to like sales, because the sales don't really matter. But in
Yeah.
terms of music, yeah. But I mean, yeah, on what you saying though, I think he could have did more with numbers though.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Yeah, me too.
My name is Snippet
Cause
Mob, and I
AGC,
hope.
oh my god,
Yeah,
that
because I just felt like there wasn't there was hype, but like there wasn't as much hype as there should have been for More Chaos, in
Yeah,
my opinion. That's what it is. The promo was just. Do you talk about it in this video, Mafia?
yeah.
The promo was just nothing, bro. What was the promo? This dude Ken threw a bucket of paint on a wall and said "More Chaos Friday." That was a promo. Like Lone's Broken Hearts mixtape had more promo, bro.
You guys like.
And I think Ken maybe got a little bit too ahead of himself because he was like, tell the label I'm too lit. I don't, because I mean, with due reason, right? At that time, post AGC, post, AGC Deluxe, post AGC Tour, this dude Ken was moving crazy, bro. Yeah, Ken was moving crazy, so I get it.
Comment, and subscribe
But
below. And
yeah,
today I
it
will
just didn't
explain
move
how
for
Ken
More Chaos like
Carson's
that.
More Chaos flopped.
Yeah,
After
made
the
it out.
release of Ken's magnum opus, A Great Chaos, many fans raised their
Do y'all
expectations.
think that's Ken's magnum opus though? You think that's it for
Yes.
Ken, or he got one more, or two more, or like
I
he's entering
don't
a
know.
second prime?
I don't know. Cause it's like, what else can he do? What else can he go farther with? I
That's what
mean, the melodic stuff, of course, but even with that, it's like, what else can he do that
I
can
don't.
extend his career?
That's what we were
Like,
saying the other day with listening to the new snippets, right? Like this whole album for Ken that he's going into, the experiment. What does that even mean? Because we've
yeah,
technically,
I feel like this
never.
whole time he has been experimenting low key. So
You think
I
so
don't.
though? I mean, I
I
personally
mean,
don't say
in a
that's
sense,
experimenting. Because you know what
in a,
I think of experimenting. But I
yeah,
mean,
but I'm just saying by like production
I
based, like
guess,
based
yeah.
on production yeah, it's experimental. It's not your average rap
I,
song.
I, I,
So
I guess, yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
But yeah, I don't think it sounds the same. He just need to work on his sound and do more melodic stuff. I just felt like all the new snippets, like I said, it just sounded like something, X, Project
yeah.
X, those type melodies with obviously like the
Hmm.
more chaos drums behind it. That's what it sounds, and it's cool. It's definitely cool. But for his project to be called The Experiment, and these are what we can base off the name so far with these snippets, I don't really know. But also Ken might be gatekeeping, the like actual experimental stuff, like the real experiment. I don't know. What does even experimental mean for Ken? I don't know. I don't really know. His voice has changed since Project X. I don't think he can do it anymore. Ken Carson can never make a 2093 type true experimental album, and that's fine. Yeah, I don't really think Ken is going to do such a drastic leap from his sound like what Yeet did with 2093. I don't really expect that. But from all the snippets, it just kind of sounds like combine the old with the new, which is cool. But I want to see Ken Carson just expand it a little bit more. Because I feel like throughout the entirety of Ken's discog, He's kind of just been polishing his sound to where now I think it's reached like, the ceiling, or at least what I think is a ceiling, because I don't know how further you can take the chaos sound. I don't know what that sounds like. Maybe like an industrial type of route. I don't really know, but I don't see it going further than more chaos. I don't know.
For Ken's next album, and expected the project to push him even further than before as an artist. And some even believed that Ken would likely be on Cardi's level after he released Whole Lotta Red.
That's so crazy to think about.
What?
That people were actually thinking that, like, leading up to more chaos. Like,
oh, bro, everybody was thinking. Bro, I said this dude Ken was gonna clear 100K.
Yeah, I did. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. He's gonna do it.
I was confident, bro. Bundles, he had the
especially
hype.
After tour too. Like, bro,
that's what I'm saying. Post AGC tour was crazy. Ken was like, he was huge, bro. He was huge. He had Drake, yeah, he had everything, bro.
How much AGC raised the bar for Ken's future discography. Compared to AGC, there's not enough experimentation or standout moments beyond the signature distorted sound for more chaos. And even though the production is a standout moment from the album, the production is sometimes overwhelming, with the distorted beats and mixing making the album sound muddy. I also think that some songs
60K no promo? That is true too though. This dude Ken did pull 60,000 units, no promo.
Could have did more, but
yeah. So what does an actual album with a proper, I guess like 2-week rollout, or like even like a Whole Lotta Red type rollout, to where they really go hard for a certain amount of time, like we just seen maybe with like Chromacopia, with even Eternal Take 2, I think that was a great album rollout. What does that look like for Ken? Could be crazy. But I think at the end of the day, it was just obviously the music. The music was, at least for me, too loud. It got to a point. I'm just like, nah, I can't. That's why I like AGC, because AGC was just like, it had so many different vibes to it. Like, you can go Nightcore, you can go Green Room, you can go the Deluxe, you can obviously go like Lose
a lot
It,
of variety,
right? You can go like Rockstar. Like there was, he did it. He did it there. Ken also thug with no promo. Oh, he did, huh? He did.
Especially exposed.
Morecast is 1K less than Dial It. Oh, really?
Extremely overproduced in a way that completely buries Ken's vocals and makes songs harder to differentiate.
It made sense. It made sense why Ken did take that route, though. I get it. It made sense because that was what a lot of people really enjoyed. Like obviously some of the standouts on AGC, Fighting My Demons, Lose It, Hardcore, Me My Cup, It's Over. Made sense why he took that route though. Exactly. He still has a magnum opus within him. We need another album with a proper rollout and a more mainstream but unique sound. Yeah, I can agree with that.
The album's rollout,
I'll say Ken got one more in him.
Decided to splatter red paint on walls and cars, which draws inspiration from Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Part 2 promo advertisements, which is a cool concept for Ken to do, but it still feels lackluster overall due to
that was literally it.
Also, Ken previously promoted More Chaos as the deluxe album for AGC, which confused fans when the album actually released. Ken also
was it Ken's fault, or do you think that was a narrative the fans cooked up?
No. That was his fault, because he was actually promoting that as a deluxe. Like he kept saying More Chaos Deluxe.
Oh,
so, okay. Yeah, he messed that up.
And then you go no rollout to make it feel like an album. Yeah, I can see it.
Used fit pics as a way to promote his project, and this was a horrible way to do so. And I find it very interesting that Ken didn't go on an actual promo run for this album, because Ken is known to be a fan of horror films and he often talks about it in his interviews. I think that Ken's creative team could have capitalized off the promotion by using more horror elements to promote the project.
That would have been
what Ken's Chaos era is based on.
That would have been fire, bro. Like some crazy psyched out Rob Zombie type stuff.
Could have been exactly.
That could have been insane, bro.
You really could have.
Yeah, that could have been insane.
And I also really wish that more artists would take the time to create visual worlds that reflects their albums instead of being lazy and incompetent. But that's a
Yes.
topic for another day. Now the video has been wrapped
Y'all know how
up,
I feel
and
about
I
that.
just want to say thank you guys for
I feel like
watching
every
the
artist should do
video,
that.
and I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Y'all don't want a
as
30-minute
well.
rant.
And again, my name is Snippet Mob.
W video. Money
Money
spread.
spread, money spread, money spread.
Money spread's still hard though. He got some songs.
Yeah,
San
yeah.
Antonio.
He got some songs on More Chaos, but yeah, I agree with it. More Chaos could have been way crazier than what a lot of people thought it was. Can never pass an AGC. Now I do think he can. I do think he can. Poo Poo said it. If he goes on a proper rollout, he does another project like an AGC, but like not AGC Part 2, but in the sense of how AGC was structured to where, like I said, you can go Nightcore, you can go Succubus, you can go Lose It, you can go Green Room, right? And it all falls under like the Chaos or like the AGC umbrella. If he just adds a little bit more variety to his project, you know, slightly tone it down a little bit because it was too loud in my opinion, I think he still got it. I hope he does. I think he can though.